I'm Chronix, and this is Crystal.
Hey.
From the most extreme wrestling, and this is your Raw review for March 24th, 2014. Only 2 more weeks until WrestleMania.
Woo! I am excited.
I am super excited. We even got to find out who the final inductee in the Hall of Fame was, which we will get to.
Gosh, you were so excited.
We will get to when we get there, alright? They're in Brooklyn, New York. And you start off with one of the principal owners of WWE, as they call herself, Stephanie McMahon.
Right.
And she lets us know that Daniel Bryan is not even there. Not at the arena, not even in town, not nothing, because he got beat down so bad last week.
Oh, no.
So I thought, man, he's going to come out.
I forgot who beat him down.
Yeah, like...
No, I mean, who was it? I forgot who... It was Triple H, right? When he was handcuffed and he was beating him up. Okay.
Yeah, from last week.
Yeah.
So they make it pretty obvious that like he's not going to be there, even though I thought maybe he's going to come back at the end of the night or something, but
he did not.
Yeah, as we saw how Raw was kind of laid out, that wasn't going to be possible, which kind of sucked. And I was kind of surprised that more people weren't chanting for Daniel Bryan all night, but I guess they kind of got the memo that he wasn't coming.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought it was kind of good. It added to the reality, that he's actually hurt or whatever.
Well, that's true. I mean, he got handcuffed and beat down. It's not like he should come back and wrestle. That wouldn't make any sense, and it would just make it look ridiculous.
Right.
And beating him down so bad, like, oh no, he may not make it at all. So, he's not gonna be there. We had to do this to Bryan, and he's just a passing fad. We had to put him into his place. Everyone boos. And, that's what they do. They do what they need to. So, Randy Orton comes out. And here we start that loop of, they got the same thing every week. The Shield comes out. And then Orton comes out. And then Bootista comes out. And they all say the same thing over and over. So, Orton's like, I respect you. Yawn. And this is what he wants now. He wants Triple H to just walk away from the World Heavyweight Championship match. He doesn't even want Triple H to be in there. So, I guess the buddies are not so much buddies anymore.
Oh.
People are like chanting boring, which I agree. Yeah, and then, man, Bootista, speaking of boring, he comes out there and his microphone starts messing up.
Oh, no.
And, not that it would have made his promo any worse. I mean, because basically all as he said was deal with it as his microphone cut out. So he proceeded to say deal with it like 3 times just to make sure that everybody knew that that's what he said.
Well, everybody's got to hear his great promo.
I know, that's like his big shocking line that he does now. So, he does that. And Stephanie, so Orton, they're like talking about Stephanie like kind of like in a sexual way. So Stephanie like slaps Bootista or Orton. I don't even care. They slap him and it's like, okay. And then Bootista, he spears Orton.
Does that say booger points?
No. I will explain that in a second.
Alright, it looks like he has booger points written on his paper.
I don't. See, what happens is Bootista spears Orton. And for whatever reason this week, in the most overused move of this day and age, the spear, because I saw 3 different people, the Big Show, Bootista, and the Big Shield guy, Roman Reigns, do that move in the same night. Slightly ridiculous because they're all like finishing maneuvers for these guys. So, Bootista in baggier pants, not boogier points.
Oh, wow. Wow, you can't spell.
Pants is P-A-N-T-S.
Okay, but you have like this little dot right there. It looked like you were trying to write points.
That is a typo.
Definitely not baggier.
I don't care.
Booger point.
Who's reading this?
Okay, baggier pants for Bootista.
Why is he wearing baggier pants? He just did a spear. He just ran at somebody. Last week he wore super tight pants and did a big complicated powerbomb and then he sat down and everything.
Maybe he heard you making fun of him.
Well, that's very possible. I'm going to go with that.
I'm just saying. He could have felt sad.
I wish that, they would listen to me on other things, because having this next match, a 4-way match to determine who's going to be the number 1 contender for the IC title, and the way it turned out, I was like, huh? Because it was Dolph Ziggler, Sheamus, Del Rio, and Christian.
Okay.
And, it's for Big E's number 1 contendership match or whatever. I guess they're going to have it at WrestleMania on the pre-show, so I guess you can be in the 30-man over-the-top rope memoriam whatever battle royal and have singles matches. So
well, I mean, yeah, if it's the pre-show, because the pre-show doesn't really count.
Well, but a lot of people are going to be watching it.
But it doesn't count. You can't be like, I was part of WrestleMania when you're on the freaking pre-show.
Well, I guess that's true, because even if they show stuff on the WWE Network, I doubt that they show the pre-show stuff included with the pay-per-view content. I wonder if they're gonna
Even if it is, you still can't say I was a part of WrestleMania when you were on the pre-show.
Well, use a WrestleMania pre-show.
That's the pre-show.
You was in front of all those people.
It's still the pre-show.
Well, I guess so, but I'm just saying that you would be there, and you would be at the same place, and you would be airing on the WWE Network, and also it brings into question, I wonder if they're ever going to make pre-show type content like Heat, and more recently like pre-show WWE stuff like for pay-per-views. Are they going to make that available to view at some point on the network? Because that would be something I would want to see just for nostalgia purposes. I don't know. It could be interesting. I mean, they got a whole bunch of crap on there anyway, so why not just add a bunch more crap? I like the Slam City thing. I watched it. They're like 2-minute episodes.
Did you like it?
I can't even formulate an opinion because they were like 40 seconds long.
Oh, I must have seen a whole episode then this morning, right before I left.
Yeah.
Huh.
There was like 6 of them, and they were all like less than 2 minutes, I think.
So, like it, didn't like it?
There was nothing to it. It was like the same thing over and over. And it was, I don't know, it just was not what I expected. But anyways, so, in this number 1 contendership match, everyone's chanting for Ziggler. Everybody wants Ziggler to win, so of course,
Ziggler!
Christian wins.
Well, yeah, I knew he wouldn't win.
Well, I didn't really expect Christian to win, and I thought it was kind of bizarre having him in this spot. I guess he gets to wrestle at WrestleMania, but I don't even think he would want to win this match to be in Mania. It seems like he would want somebody like Sheamus or Ziggler or somebody instead of him to go in that spot, because I mean, what is Christian going to do even if he won the Intercontinental title? Nothing.
See, like, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's like,
I don't even think he would win.
They've been building him up as a heel and a bad guy and stuff, and I guess Ziggler's not that?
I thought, yeah, Ziggler's a good guy now, right?
I guess. I mean, he could go either way, really, at this point, since they're not doing anything anyways, but I just thought it was a bizarre choice to have Christian in there. Maybe he's retiring? Who knows?
I don't know.
Anyways, the next match is Ryback going against Los Matadores. And apparently Ryback was in the Battle Royal and now they're not or something. So it's like, what's up with all that now? Not exactly sure. So, I don't even care. I mean, it's just, people are in it, they're out of it, Cena was in it, he's out of it, whatever.
Yeah, it's just a placeholder, and it doesn't make any sense.
So the Shield is standing outside by the barricade, and apparently this distracts a little bit, and all of a sudden, ole, they have won. So, there you go. Now...
Did the bull guy come out?
I didn't see the bull.
What's his name?
El Torito?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see him at all.
I have to remember it rhymes with Dorito.
If I get sued for that one. So next we got Triple H and Michael Cole, and they're doing an interview segment about what happened last week. Really, the only thing to take away from this is Triple H is trying to convince us that he's a bad guy, and I think we got that, but he was saying this is a reality era because he's going to hit people with reality. So I think it's really funny that Triple H keeps using a whole bunch of phrases and things that people on Twitter and Facebook have been saying, like, oh, it's the reality era because we're doing shoot interviews, like a few years ago. So, like, Triple H takes that away from the fans and turns it on them and is like, oh, I now have the reality era. So, that's a pretty good heel thing, I think, to do. Like, stealing catchphrases and stealing words, that probably, like, the internet wrestling community, like, holds dear to their heart. But next, we got Hulk Hogan and Arnold Schwarzenegger coming back again.
Okay, first of all, we couldn't remember if Arnold Schwarzenegger was still the governor or not.
I have no clue.
No clue. Secondly, that dude has almost no hair now.
No, he had some hair. He wasn't that bald.
Well, I mean, he wasn't that bald, but it just took me by surprise because I don't think I've actually seen him in probably like 3 or 4 years.
Like on television?
Yeah, and then I was like, whoa, no hair.
Right? I actually just saw something with him on the WWE Network from 1999.
Huh.
And it's been a few years.
I really want to know if he's still the governor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Google it real quick.
I won't. I don't care that much. And he was with some other guy from some show that they're on. I had not a clue. It was like Joe something.
Yeah, they said he was on True Blood.
I don't think so.
I swear they said that.
I think that he was on a show. What is that word that William Shatner can't say?
Sabotage.
That's what he was on.
But I think he's also on True Blood.
I don't know.
I think they said that.
I don't know. But, yeah, so The Miz comes out.
Ooh, I was so surprised when I heard his music. I know. I was like, what?
I was like, is it...
Oh, yeah, because Schwarzenegger and Joe wanted to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial thing.
Oh, yeah.
The Miz was not going to have that.
Yeah, and the English of Arnold just kept falling apart worse and worse.
Yeah, which I thought was weird, because it's usually not so... broken.
Bad. Yeah.
Like out of order. It wasn't like he had an ununderstandable accent. Yeah. It was just the words were out of order.
No.
Very often.
Well, that's possible.
I mean, I know it's because the languages are constructed differently. Like, I get why.
But holy crap, he's been here for the past 40 years.
Well, I know, but I just thought it was weird because usually when he speaks, he's either reading a script or reading a speech that others have prepared for him.
I guess.
So, I mean, that probably helps him get his words in order.
I guess. But
I don't know. I can't go to another country and speek their language, so I'm not going to criticize too bad.
That's true, but I don't know. I would think after 40 years, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think that... Because, the language parts of your brain, like, usually shut down after you're, like, 3 or 4. And it's much, much harder for you to learn a new language. So it's like, if you want... if kids are going to learn 2 languages and be completely fluent in both, like, you got to start when they learn how to talk.
Well, I guess I am screwed then.
Yeah. I mean, people can learn, but it's just not as, easy. Natural and easy, and I don't think you ever perfect it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, unless you have a super special talent.
Well, The Miz, he gets tossed outside by Hogan for his troubles, and I'm sorry, guys, but I'm pretty sure that's all that Hogan is going to be doing physically anytime soon. He throws him out to the floor. Poor Miz. I guess... I don't know who else they would have thrown outside. I guess Damian Sandow or something.
I haven't seen him in a while.
I know. Like, he's completely gone. It's very sad. I think he was... I don't even remember. So the Big Show goes against Titus O'Neil. This is where we see another one of those spears that he does. And Titus O'Neil... still having matches, but Darren Young, not so much. He was on some kind of video package or them talking about the Hall of Fame, which we'll get to later. But we see Cena backstage washing his face.
This was the most pointless segment ever.
I was screaming at the TV.
First of all, I thought that at first...
I was talking. I was talking first.
Please continue.
Okay, so I thought that since Cena was washing his face and his hands were so wet... that he should use the motion-activated towel dispensers to do the "you can see me," and then it would spit out paper, and then he could dry his hands. Now you can continue.
Sure. I was gonna say, at first, I thought he was supposed to be, like, crying into the sink or something, because it's kind of what it looked like. It's confusing. And then he just kept washing his hands, and then... His face and hands, etc., and then he just got startled and looked behind him for no reason. Yeah, I think that one of the Wyatts was behind him. I didn't catch that because of the stream. No, I don't think that they were actually there. I think it was supposed to just make him look paranoid or something. So it's just funny because, 1 week
he's like, oh, you guys look stupid with your hat and stuff. And the next week, I'm really scared of these guys. And now he's like actually acting like he's scared of them. So it's like he finally realized that he can't just, you know, go out there and just make fun of everybody he's having a little match with.
Right.
But anyways, now he was talking to him, and now he's gonna have this match with Luke Harper. And Luke Harper, you know, he keeps having these matches with the Whites and everything, but in this match, the lights go out, and everybody's like, oh no. And then we see Cena tangled up in the ropes, and now he has a sheep mask.
This was like super traumatic.
Yeah, I know, right? Like they literally just put a sheep mask on him and tied him up in the ropes, and the fans start chanting, "This is awesome." So it's like, wow, it's really hard to please fans sometimes, and sometimes all you got to do is put a mask on a guy.
That's true. That is very, very true.
So we move on to the Divas. And it's AJ versus Naomi. And we're like, hooray.
Yeah, they did some kind of angle where AJ was all alone or something.
I don't know. Vicky Guerrero is the general manager of SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, because AJ was telling Vicky that she wasn't as good of a general manager as her.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, something happened, and then there was that chick that AJ's always with.
Tamina.
And then she was like, Tamina's like walking away, and AJ was all alone.
Yeah, well, you kind of missed some key points there.
Oh, well, you weren't saying the key points.
Well,
I
didn't want to interrupt you.
Well, you were saying you didn't know.
I didn't know to the things that you were saying, but you left out the points that were important. That's what I'm saying.
Then you did know.
Oh, Jesus. So, Vicky Guerrero, general manager, they've been having problems and all this. So, of course, since it's Raw, and she's the general manager of SmackDown, here she comes out there to make a decision. So, WrestleMania, AJ is going to be taking on, like, Alicia Fox, Oksana, Layla, and all the other people you didn't even remember were employed, except for Paige, and except for a lot of the NXT divas, except for Emma. I guess that's cool. But she's going to basically be taking on everybody, because everybody wants a paycheck. And even Tamina's going to be in that match, so AJ probably going to lose her belt.
So it's AJ versus everyone?
I guess so. I mean, I guess it's everyone versus everyone. I don't even know. I don't care. I'm sure she's going to lose the title.
That's sad.
But I mean, she's had the belt forever.
Well, that's true.
And they haven't built up anybody to take her on, so it's completely pointless if she has it or not anyways.
That's true.
So, it's just a sad state of reality. So now we have the Hall of Fame. And
oh my gosh.
Find out.
Chronix was jumping up and down and running around the room going, Razor Ramon! Razor Ramon! Razor Ramon! Literally.
Well, because the dude is cool.
Jumping and screaming.
I liked Razor Ramon a lot.
Clearly.
Even when I was a kid, I think I liked Razor more than Shawn Michaels. Because, like, Shawn Michaels was just kind of, I don't know, he just wasn't as cool at first. As time went on, it kind of switched for me, but
I just have not, like, I mean, I obviously wasn't watching at that point in time, and I have never seen, like, Razor Ramon clips or Razor Ramon matches
or
Razor Ramon DVD. Like, I literally have no idea what this, like, about this guy. All I know is that he had horrible hair, like most people, and that his name was Razor Ramon.
And he was a drug addict. Or
and
alcoholic.
He was an alcoholic, but is now clean.
Yeah. So
that's the extent of my knowledge.
So Hall of Fame is going to be awesome. And it's going to be cool to see him there. I'm going to be super pumped.
You're going to be marking out. You were marked out big time tonight.
Man, and Lita is going to be there.
Oh my gosh, you're going to be so marked out.
Jake the Snake.
So marked out.
It's going to be really cool. I'm going to be happy. So, the Real Americans take on the Shield. The Shield win with a spear? Again?
Oh my gosh,
man,
you're like counting the spears.
I know, if they would have still had that one diva chick, Caitlyn, doing spears, it would have been Spear City.
It's true.
Okay. So, yeah. Apparently they're going to be having a match at WrestleMania, I guess, with the Shield versus the Suits, and I didn't even catch who the Suits were, because I thought that Kane was just a suit.
Kane and, can't remember who else.
He has friends?
I guess.
That wear suits? I thought that only the Miz wore suits.
No.
And Barrett wore suits.
Not people that wear suits. Suits as in executives.
They wear suits. Kane wears a suit. Triple H wears a suit. Stephanie wears a suit.
Okay, shh. I know, but suits are executives because they usually wear suits. But regular people who wear suits are not classified as suits.
Then what suits are we talking about?
Executives.
What executives? Executives that don't wear suits?
No.
I don't understand.
Executives that do wear suits, but I'm just
But
saying...
you just said they don't wear suits.
No, I'm saying The Miz doesn't count as a suit because he's not an executive.
Oh, I know that.
You were the one that was like, it's The Miz and Kane.
No, I said who wears suits.
I know, but...
Because my point the point is there's no suits that wear suits that are wrestlers.
Kane.
Besides, I said Kane.
Triple H, Stephanie.
I just said that.
Okay, you're proving my point.
You're proving my point.
So we have the same point.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, my point is that there are no suits besides Kane. And your point is, like, not that. Your point is just...
There has to be more suits besides Kane because there's other people in the match. We just don't know who they are.
I know that. See, this is what I have to deal with. You're making
no
You
sense.
are taking my facts and attributing them to you like you came up with these facts.
No, you are making no sense.
I made... All of your points are all my points. But I said them first, and you're trying to take credit for it.
I'm not trying to take
That's
credit
why I'm
for it.
arguing with you. Like if you,
I am just saying that it's not The Miz because he's not a suit.
if you go back and listen to when we started having this conversation, you would see how I was the one that brought up all of these points first, and then you said that I was wrong, and then proceeded to say the same thing I just said.
You were trying to say that The Miz and Damian Sandow would be in the suits match, and I was saying that they wouldn't because they're not suits because suits are executives.
I was like hyperbole. I was saying...
Well, I didn't know you were using hyperbole.
I was...
You know what hyperbole means?
Sure.
Define hyperbole.
I don't have to define what it means because...
Yes, you do, because I don't think you know what it means.
I said it in context.
Define it.
I don't have to. See, what you're doing right now is trying to take me to dictionary school so you can try to prove me wrong on points that I previously made by something that's completely irrelevant to this point.
Wow.
Which is true.
You still don't know the definition of hyperbole.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
The point is...
My point is that Miz and Damian Sandow don't count as suits.
That was my point as well. It was a joke.
No jokes.
Much like hyperbole.
Hyperbole's not a joke.
I said much like.
Yeah, going back and finding a loophole.
I didn't find a loophole. I say what I mean, and I mean what did I say?
Loophole.
No, because I said it was like that. I didn't say it was that.
Well, what is hyperbole?
It doesn't matter.
You don't know.
It doesn't matter. I don't care. You're trying to make me sound wrong. And even if I was wrong, hypothetically, it doesn't matter because my points are still correct.
Well, we have the same point. Then
yeah, you have my points. Okay. You stole my points.
I did not steal your points. I was taking your points to make a different point.
You took my points and then tried to make me sound wrong.
No, I took your points and tried to make a different point, which I thought was contradictory to your points,
but they weren't.
In fact, was not.
So what you're saying is that I was right the whole time, and then you just echoed my thoughts because I was right.
It's not what I'm saying.
Well, that's what you mean.
I'm saying I took some points that you had and took it in a different direction.
Yeah, the wrong direction.
Oh my gosh.
So anyways...
Moving on.
The question still remains, who are these suits, whether they wear suits or not, or if they, people, they don't have to be, if they wear a suit, doesn't mean that they're a suit. Just to be clear.
That's correct.
Vince McMahon wears a suit.
And he is a suit.
And JBL wears a suit.
But he is not a suit.
Yeah. So.
Glad we got it all straightened out now.
I know. It took you like 6 minutes just to understand that I was right.
That was like 6 minutes of arguing with you.
Well, you could have not argued with me and just let me be right, but you had to argue with me so I could be right.
Whatever. Moving on.
You're just argumentative.
I am argumentative.
But you were wrong.
I was not wrong.
Well, you weren't wrong because you...
Thank you!
Well, because you had the same exact thought that I did. So
no, it
you
was
just
a
copied
slightly
me.
different thought.
You copied me so
Same
you would
points,
sound...
different thought.
So you could sound smart.
Whatever. Define hyperbole.
I don't have to define hyperbole.
It's two.
Man, try this.
Do.
Hyperbole. I'm gonna look it up. It means...
Information.
Hyperbole is the use of exaggerated as a...
Oh no.
Figure of speech. See, it's a figure of speech that invokes strong feelings or strong impersonates.
You can define hyperbole in 2 words.
Okay.
Gross over-exaggeration.
Yeah, so I gave a gross over-exaggeration about what a suit was. Same difference.
Anyways.
Now that I'm definitively correct.
You were not definitively correct.
As I always am.
No.
The Shield are gonna be having this suit match.
Oh gosh.
Maybe it's like
Can we please move past the suit
maybe
match?
they have to like take the suits off to win the match. Like a tuxedo match, but a suit match.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what it is.
We could call it a boxers or briefs match. It'd be like a bra and panties match.
Why?
I don't know. Gender equality?
Oh. What's that?
Whatever.
Whatever. No. So
I didn't even touch you.
well, it was the hyperbole
I'm
of
gonna
it.
start doing that. Ow! Ow! Quit hitting me!
Just because it's
See?
just because it's a podcast doesn't mean that somebody could examine the audio and
Oh my
hear.
gosh.
Somebody could hear.
Well, they're gonna hear that I didn't hit you in the first place.
No, that's the point.
You
They
were just
would
like,
hear it
Ow!
because you hit me.
I did not.
Use one of your pinching fingers
I
to
did not
grab.
pinch or hit you. I touched you with my finger.
Yeah, 2 fingers in a pinching
And
position.
I did not pinch.
No, Brock Lesnar.
Ow! Sorry.
No, it's totally fake.
So was yours.
Face is fake.
Your face is fake.
Wow, good comeback.
Shut up.
So Brock Lesnar, with an equally impressive and creative shirt, says,
Oh my gosh.
"Eat, sleep, break, streak."
This guy.
He came out with
No
Paul Heyman.
brains.
No brains.
No brains.
So he's calling out the Undertaker. He's gonna beat him up.
Paul Heyman. Let's clarify who's speaking at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's talking for him. But Brock did say a few things in screeching fashions.
It was horrible. The 2 lines that Brock said were just the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm leaving!
Well, it wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
He cannot say a sentence convincingly. Literally. He was
Literally?
like, I didn't come to play games! Except it wasn't even that good.
I didn't come to play games!
It wasn't even that good. It was even worse than that. It was like a guy trying to be dramatic that couldn't and just screeched.
Well, so he does this, calling out the Undertaker. Undertaker we know is going to be there. And by the way, when I said the Undertaker had to be in San Antonio or whatever, he was there. He just came out after the show was over.
Oh, yeah, we found out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what happened here. So this was actually pretty cool. So Paul Heyman's out there, blah, blah, blah. And then the Druids
Yeah, the Druids.
came out, with the smoke. And I thought the Druid costume was, really good. Because they even had the face covers in addition to the hood. It was, really hardcore. Anywho, they carried out the coffin with the smoke and the singing and whatnot. Or chanting. And then they dropped the coffin. And then Brock comes over and he was, kicking the coffin. And we're all like, oh, no. And then this is the point in which both you and I saw the under the ring thingy. Is it the skirt?
this apron,
The apron,
skirt, the
it's
same
skirt.
difference.
Anyways, we saw it move and we're like, okay, so somebody's under the ring. And that's when we began to formulate what was going to happen. But anyways, that's when Brock started screaming stupid things. And so finally Brock opens the casket and there's nothing in there. And that's when he's like, I'm leaving! So then
He tries to chase off the Druids.
Yeah, he tries to chase off the Druids. The Druids just kind of backed up. Then he closed the casket lid, and then we clearly heard a guy on the audio go, "Watch your foot."
It's so weird.
They really botched this magic trick. Like, it was cool, but they botched it.
I don't understand, because it's like so many times I swear like I hear the audio crew like giving instructions.
Yeah.
And it's like, how does that end up on the air? Like, the only thing I can figure is that they got like a microphone placed in a certain area, and the camera guy is like talking, or I don't know, like even if he has a headset on, you shouldn't be able to hear it that clearly. Like,
I don't know.
Like in matches, like you'll hear stuff like that randomly, and it's like, are they just screwing up like royally? I don't know. It's just bizarre.
Anyways, we heard somebody go, "Watch your foot," and so then the casket lid popped open, and we figured, it was the Undertaker. He was under the ring and went in there. It's a classic, magician trick or whatever. And then the Undertaker sat straight up, and the crowd was like really excited because I guess they couldn't see him till he sat up. So that was like real cool. I'm sure it would have been real awesome if you were there live. And then, Undertaker came out and just beat the crap out of Brock Lesnar.
That's true.
Which was cool.
He threw him over the casket. It looked like Brock landed on his head.
Not that would do any damage.
And I was like, man, if he like hurts himself, that would be like the second time like a wrestler's flown over a casket and like severely injured themselves.
I don't think you could hurt his head. I mean, there's not that much knocking around up in there.
Well, I mean, that would be the thing. If you had a pea-sized brain, it would be moving around
that's true.
violently in his ginormous head.
It's true.
But, I don't know.
He already doesn't have to talk, so I mean...
That's true.
Minimum brain function, really, required for this.
Oh my gosh. No, I can't say that he's smart, because you already proved that he's not.
I totally did. Like, there's no arguing.
He's just genetically built to be good at athletic things.
Yeah, and probably fighting.
Well, yeah, he was UFC champion.
That's what I'm saying, like being like his number one genetic athletic thing.
But other than
Wrestling,
that,
fighting.
He is married to Sable, if that counts for anything. But she is like...
Is she real smart?
I don't think so.
Okay, because I was wondering if it was just like two dumb people attract to each other, or if it was like she likes the fact that he's not that smart so she can manipulate him.
I mean, she seems really stupid, but I have no evidence to support whether she's smart or not. I just know that she made a lot of money, but that was mainly due to her fake boobs. Other than that, I have no idea.
Okay.
I always heard she was insufferable. And she was horrible. Like, going back and watching a lot of her stuff, she was wooden and just... She looked like she hated what she was doing, always, like, taking her shirt off and stuff. It was just bizarre. But anyways, that was Raw. 2 weeks away from Mania.
Woo!
Hall of Fame's going to be great. WrestleMania is going to be great so far, it looks like. Hopefully Daniel Bryan will be back for, like, what will be the last Raw before Mania?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I'm excited.
So yeah, we will see you guys there, and we're going to be at Mania.